All right, ladies and gentlemen, we had some technical difficulties there, but I think we got everything figured out as Sarah Reed hits a three-pointer to open our scoring for the night. I'm David Warrington. We're coming to you from Central City High School for a playoff game between the Don Bosco Dons and your Central City Wildcats. As I said, had some technical difficulties there. Looks like the system had an update. Some things got thrown around, but I think we should be good now. Everything should be sounding good. So again, apologize for that. We have 5:55 left here in the first quarter. Dons taking on the Wildcats. Wildcats up 3-0 here. Dons kick it up ahead past half court. Pass is stolen away there by Fritcher. She's got a 2-on-1 fast break. She's going to go with it herself. It's no good. A little too strong there, out of bounds, off of the Dons. The Wildcats will keep it. Bailey Weber's going to check into the game for the Wildcats as Briley Brooks will come out. Wildcats on the basket to my right here as the Dons have their first sub of the night. Callie Tome is going to come in as Madeline Reagan will come out. Again, 5:40 remaining in the first quarter. Wildcats lead at 3-0 here off a three-pointer from Sarah Reed. Top of the key to Reed. She's going to take another three-pointer on the way. That one's no good. Too strong off back iron. Rebound pulled down by Tome, bringing it the other way. Running it 1-on-2. Loses it. Ball's going to go out of bounds. That's off of Tomb of the Dons, and we're going to go the other way. The Dons come in 3-17 on the year. The Wildcats 11-9. As we are here for a first round of the Region 3 playoffs between the Dons and the Wildcats. Bailey Weber, kick ahead pass down low to Fritcher. She gives another one up to Treidel. She's fouled, and she will go to the free throw line for two. Off a nice feed there from Emma Fritcher. Hannah Kramer is going to come in here after the first free throw, her first time in the game tonight. That foul is going to go against number 51. First free throw is too strong, no good. I don't have a 51 here on my roster, so trying to get a name on that. Looks like Kramer's going to be getting Treidel, so she won't come in quite yet. As Emma will attempt her second free throw. Second one on the way is good, rolls around and in, so now she'll come out. Hannah Kramer's going to check in. The Wildcats look like they're in a 1-3-1 press here. Bailey Weber standing right at the opposite free throw line, while Reed is back towards the rim as the Dons get it in. Trying to get to the cross half court. They have it over to Zoll. She gives it over to Tomb. She's double teamed right before half court. Dangerous pass, going to be saved, kept in bounds there by Shares. Pass down low, tipped away, stolen, but it's going to come out in the hands of Noonan, so the Wildcats do force the turnover there. That's kick ahead pass over to Kramer. Now to Reed. She thinks about a mid-range jumper. She's going to take one dribble. She will take the jumper. It is no good. Just off the mark. Offensive rebound by Kramer. They're going to get Hannah for a traveling violation there inside. So good hustle there by Hannah. Must have just moved her feet a little bit. I couldn't quite see what she was doing in there. But the Dons get it in. A little bit of contact with no call as they'll bring it across half court. That's Zoll. Right wing. Now over to Shares on the left wing. Dribbling top of the key. Skip pass back to Zoll. Has it at the volleyball line now inside. Bounce pass. Jumper on the way is too strong. No good. Offensive rebound pulled down by Theory of the Dons. She gives that out to Shares. Three-pointer on the way is no good. Off the glass as kick ahead pass goes to Weber, going the other way with it. Weber's going to pull it out and slow it down a little bit. Over to Noonan. Loses it momentarily. Has it back. Right wing to Kramer. Into the corner to Weber. Short corner. Now over to Reed. Nice pass down low to Noonan, and she is hit hard there. As she was going to attempt a shot, was hit before she could, so it will be on the floor. Foul's going to go against Julia Theory of the Dons. Her first, team foul number 2, as Briley Brooks will re-enter the game for the Wildcats. Natalie Noonan will come out. We've also got Madeline Reagan entering the game for the re-entering the game. As it's going to be Reese Shares coming out for Don Bosco. Brooks will throw it in from the baseline, gets it into Reed. She's going to take the free throw jumper. That one's too strong off back iron. Good box out there by Reagan of the Dons. She's going to bring it across half court. Looking to get down low. Picks it up. We got a traveling violation called against the Dons. As we're going to be going the other way now. Wildcats force another turnover. Fritcher will throw it in. Looks like Weber's going to bring it up for Central City. High post pass there to Reed. Down to the corner to Brooks. She thinks about a three. Loses it. Turnover there as the Dons come up with it. Zoll bringing it across half court. Over to Reagan. Guarded by Weber and Kramer. Pass is tipped by Weber. Stolen away by Brooks. Kick ahead pass to Bailey. She's going to go up with the shot. That one is good as Bailey Weber finishes in transition for 2. Wildcats lead at 6-0 here as we've got a timeout on the floor. Coach Zabel of the Dons calls a timeout. Looks like it is going to be a full 60-second timeout. With 3:29 remaining in the first quarter, our score, Central City 6, Don Bosco 0. And here, while we've got a quick break, I'll go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank combines the values of a locally owned, independent Eastern Iowa community bank with expanded services and the latest technology to meet our customers' fast-moving lifestyle. Bank on your success with Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So the Wildcats off to a pretty good start. Only gotten 6 points on the board so far. Their shots haven't quite been falling. But they've done a really good job defensively, forcing a lot of turnovers here by this Don Bosco team. Again, this Don Bosco team's only won 3 games this season. So the Wildcats on paper look like the team that should be able to come up with the win. But of course, why they play the game, so the Wildcats will have to keep up the good play here. Inbounds pass for the Dons, over to Reagan. Crosses half court, Brooks with some heavy pressure there. She picks up her dribble. Top of the key to Zoll, dribbling to her left. Picks it up into the corner, and it's out of bounds. Tome caught the ball with her left foot completely out of bounds. So that's going to be a turnover there for the Dons. As the Wildcats force yet another turnover. Weber's going to bring it up for the Wildcats. Looks like Dons might be in like a little bit of a 3-2 defense here. Short corner to Fritcher. Pass is tipped and stolen away. It's stolen by Tome. As she's going to bring it up, crossing half court. Kick ahead pass goes to Zoll. Guarded by Brooks. Weber comes for the double. Into the corner, now down low. Shot is blocked. And it's going to go out of bounds off of the Wildcats. As Theory's shot was blocked. So the Dons will keep it. Emma Treidle's going to re-enter the game for Central City. Emma Fritcher will go out. Her first time checking out tonight. Looks like Zoll will throw it in from underneath the basket for the Dons. Gets it into the corner to Theory. Now top of the key to Tome. Back to Zoll in the corner. Now back to Tome. Down low. Shot is rolls around and good. That was Julia Theory on the basket. As Don Bosco is on the board. 6-2 our score. Wildcats lead it. As Weber will cross half court. Has on the right wing. Skip pass. Dangerous pass. Secured by Brooks. Passes way off the mark. Threw it a little bit too high, out of bounds. So the Dons will keep it as Natalie Noonan's going to check in. Briley Brooks will exit the game for the Wildcats. As Central City stay in with what looks like a 1-3-1 full court press. Pass goes over to Reagan. She loses it. Stolen away by Treidle. 3-on-3 fast break. She's going to pull it back out, look to reset. Now she's looking to get downhill. Everybody left her. She puts up her shot. No good. Ball's loose. Good hustle there by Treidle to get on the floor. Noonan comes up with it, and we've got a foul. It's going to go against the Dons. As we'll see who they got. It's going to be their third team foul. It's going to go against Brooke Zoll. That's her first. As Treidle will throw it in from underneath the basket. The Wildcats all stacked at the free throw line on the right side. Inbounds pass goes to Reed. Fakes the shot, takes one dribble to her left. Shot is on the way. No good. Rebounded by Tome. She loses it. Bailey Weber with the steal. Wildcats right back in business on the offensive end. As Weber has it right near the half-court line. She's going to slow it down, running a set play. Thinks about a pull-up three. Now over to Kramer on the right wing. Dribbling left, picks up her dribble. Over to Reed. Reed skips over to Treidle. Now into the corner to Weber. Down low to Noonan. Thinks about it. Inside pass to Kramer. Nice ball movement. Kramer can't quite finish. It's going to go out of bounds off of Noonan trying to get the offensive rebound. So the Wildcats unable to get a basket that time. It was nice ball movement. They were doing a good job of sharing the ball, trying to get good looks, but couldn't quite get a basket that time. As the Dons being pressured in the full court here. Tome skip pass is tipped, stolen away. Kramer's the one that secures it. Jump stop, kicks it out to Reed, standing at the volleyball line, into the corner to Weber, right wing to Treidle. She's going to take a three-pointer. Emma Treidle, three-pointers off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Kramer. She goes right back up with it for a mid-range jumper. That's no good. And the rebound is secured by the Dons. Zoll bringing it up the court for the Dons, crossing half court. Weber's going to go meet her there. Picks up her dribble, bounce pass, goes to Reagan. Thinking about where to go with it, into the corner. Jump shot on the way is no good. But a foul there. Looks like got Sarah Reed fouling Brooke Zoll as she attempted the jumper. It's going to be the first team foul on the Wildcats tonight, as Zoll will go to the line to shoot 2. 52 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, as Zoll will attempt her first of 2 free throws. First shot on its way is no good off the back of the rim. She'll get one more as Emma Fritcher is going to re-enter the game for the Wildcats. Hannah Kramer is going to exit. Zoll getting set for her second free throw. Second shot on the way. That one is no good. She misses both. Reed pulls down the rebound. 50 seconds left. See what the Wildcats want to slow it down or try to get a quick bucket. Bounce pass over to Weber. Now top of the key to Treidel. Over to Fritcher in the right corner. She's double teamed right away. In a bit of trouble now. Attacking the rim. Out to Noonan. Into the corner to Weber. Bailey Weber. Three-pointer from the left corner. No good. Left it long. Offensive rebound by Sarah Reed. Nice basket there off the offensive rebound. Gets the putback bucket to go. Wildcats lead at 8-2. 22 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Shears bringing in the cross half court. Loses it. She gets it back, however. Has it top of the key. Now over to Reagan on the right wing. Attacking the hoop. Picks it up. Jumper on the way is no good. Defensive rebound by Treidel. We've got 6 seconds, and they're going to get Sarah for a carry. Who's trying to hurry up and go down and get a shot, but they got her for a carry there, so that's going to be a turnover. And the Dons will get one more shot. Callie Toom will check back in for the Dons, as it's going to be Brooke Zoll checking out. Reagan to throw it in. Into the corner to Tome. Inside pass. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Fritcher. And that is going to do it for the first quarter. So through 1 quarter of play here from Central City, our score is Central City 8, Don Bosco 2. So we're taking this quarter break. I'll go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank is your bank for what's next. Your next car, next home, next business, next phase of life, or next adventure. 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Next Bank is proud to sponsor Central City Sports, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So a low-scoring first quarter of play there. The Wildcats did a really good job defensively, only allowing 2 points in the entire first quarter. They did a good job in their full court press. I'm assuming they'll look to go back to that as they've had some success pressuring in the full court. Wildcats are going to go with Reed, Treidel, Fritcher, Brooks, and Noonan. So the same 5 that started the game, I believe. Here to start the second quarter. Brooks will throw it in as the Wildcats will get it first. Inbounds pass to Noonan, and we're underway here in quarter number 2. Noonan crossing half court. Over to Treidel on the left wing. Top of the key to Brooks. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Now has it to Noonan. Short corner to Fritcher. Down low to Reed. Her shot is no good. Almost got it to go, but she does take the contact. So she will go to the line to shoot 2 as Sarah Reed takes the contact there. Foul goes against Julia Theory of the Dons. Her second, team foul number 4. Reed's first free throw is good. The Wildcats extend their lead 9-2 here as they have one more free throw to come. Looks like Hannah Schultz is going to check in for the Dons. As Reed's second free throw on the way is good as well. So Sarah knocks down both. 10-2 lead for the Wildcats. Inbounds pass goes to Schultz. Now we're number 51, who I don't have here on my roster. Ball's tipped there. Stolen away by Emma Treidel. Now over to Fritcher. Gives it to Reed. A little bit of contact there, but no call. Into the corner to Treidel. Treidel, three-pointer from the corner is good. Emma Treidel with a big three-pointer there. Knocks it down from the left corner. 13-2 lead for the Wildcats. 51 being pressured here. Now over to Toom. Crossing half court. Looks like we're going to get a foul there on the reach. I believe they got Brooks, but we'll see who they got. That'll be the Wildcats' second team foul. That was on Briley, her first. As Tome will throw it in for the Dons from right in front of the Wildcats bench. Gets it into Shares. She's going to dribble it up, guarded by Noonan. Picks up her dribble, now over to Reagan. Thinks about a shot. Ellen 51, her shot is no good off back iron. Rebounds loose. Ball still on the ground, picked up by Reagan of the Dons. She puts up a forced jumper there. It's no good. Rebounded by Noonan. And the Wildcats will take it the other way. Crossing half court. Skip pass over to Brooks. Attacking the hoop. Puts it up. It's good. Rolls around and through. Briley Brooks knocks down the layup. And she's fouled, so she'll go to the line for one more. Nice finish there by Brooks. Took a lot of contact. Foul goes against Hannah Schultz, her first team foul number 5. She's got a sub here for the Dons. It's going to be Brooke Zoll re-entering the game. Madeline Reagan will come out. As Brooks gets set to attempt her free throw here. Chance for a three-point play. She knocks it down. Briley Brooks with the old-fashioned three-pointer there. The layup and the extra free throw. Dons trying to break this pressure. Bounce pass over to Schultz. She gets it back to Zoll. So now working in the half court, but pass is thrown away. Miscommunication there between two of the Dons. That's going to be a turnover here. 6:38 remaining in the second. Our score 16-2 lead for the Wildcats. As Fritcher inbounds the ball, Noonan will bring it up, crossing half court. Dribbling it up, picks it up now over to Reed on the free throw line. Miscommunication there between Reed and Fritcher. Fritcher was cutting outside to the corner. Reed thought she was going into the hoop, so turnover there. Dons trying once again to break this pressure applied by the Wildcats. Schultz fakes the pass, now over to Tome. Tome skip pass down across half court to Shares. Down low, pass is tipped away out of bounds by Treidel. So the Wildcats, or excuse me, the Dons will keep it. Zoll will throw it in from underneath the Dons' own basket. Looking for somewhere to go with it, having some trouble. Now she does get it in to Shares. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Offensive rebound is no good on the putback either. Rebound being fought for. Eventually winds up in the hands of Natalie Noonan, so the Wildcats will bring it across half court. Over left wing to Brooks. Pass inside to Reed. She puts up a jumper. It's good off the glass, and Sarah Reed knocks down a tough shot there inside off a nice pass by Brooks. 18-2 lead here as the Wildcats have already scored 10 points, and they only scored 8 that entire first quarter. 5:50 to go here in the second. Pass across half court there from the Dons. Now over left wing to Shares. Heavy pressure being applied by Treidel. Pass is tipped, stolen away by Treidel. As Reed's going to bring it up, kick ahead pass to Brooks. Looking to get downhill, bounce pass inside to Noonan. It's on the floor. Ends up in the hands of Brooks. Now over to Fritcher. She puts a shot up. It's good. Emma Fritcher gets it to go. Almost looks surprised that it went. It wasn't the prettiest shot you'll ever see, but it went through, which is all that counts. 20-2 our score. Tome trying to cross half court now for the Dons. Skip pass is stolen by Brooks. 2-on-1 fast break. Brooks takes it herself. It's good off the glass and one. Believe they counted the shot. Yep, the basket is good. And Briley will go to the line for one. Her second and one here in just the last couple minutes. Hannah Kramer and Bailey Weber re-entering the game for the Wildcats. Noonan and Reed will head out. Fouls on Toom, her first team foul number 6. The Dons are one away from being over the limit. As Brooks attempting her one and only free throw. She can't quite get that one to go. Too strong off back iron, rebounded by the Dons. Skip pass across half court, goes to Zoll. Inside pass to Theory. Ball's loose. Gonna be a foul there on a wild shot attempt there by Zoll. Just picked up the ball and kind of threw it up as she was fouled. So she will go to the line for two. I believe that got, I want to say Treidel, but yep, they got Emma Treidel there on the foul. Her first team foul number 3. As Zoll's first free throw on the way is too strong off back iron. Sarah Reed right back into the game for the Wildcats. As looks like Bailey Weber will be coming out. Also got Madeline Reagan back into the game for the Dons. She'll replace Callie Tome. So Zoll to attempt her second free throw. 22-2 our score here. Second shot, no good off back iron. Rebounds loose, picked up by Kramer. As the Wildcats bring it across half court. Reed looking to get downhill. Fall away jumper is no good. Almost had it, but just a bit off the mark. Looks got a foul there. I think they got Hannah Kramer for a reach, trying to get a jump ball. Bailey Weber's going to come back into the game for the Wildcats. Briley Brooks will go to the bench. That was Kramer's first foul, team foul number 4. As the Wildcats stay in the 1-3-1 full court press. 4:47 to go here in the second. 22-2 lead for Central City. This pass is stolen away. Bailey Weber with the and one. Bailey stole the inbounds pass, went right up with it, took the contact, and finished the layup. This is the 3rd and 1 this quarter for the Wildcats as that foul went against Madeline Reagan of the Dons, her first team foul number 7, as Weber will go to the line for 1. Bailey's free throw attempt on the way is good. She gets the 3-point play. 25-2 our score. Wildcats have looked like a new team here in this second half. Defensively, they've been doing the same thing they've been doing the whole game, but offensively, they really picked it up. As Zoll kicks it across half court. Now into the corner to Shares. Now top of the key to Zoll. Attacking, going to be some contact there. They're going to get Kramer for another foul. It's going to be her second, and that'll be team foul number 5. As Zoll will throw it in from the Dons from underneath their own basket. Dons all stacked up at the free throw line, running their inbounds play, looking for somewhere to go with it. Pass is tipped in the air. Ball's loose, picked up by Weber. Bailey Weber bringing it to the cross half court. He's going to slow it down, bring it closer to half court. Now try to get to work offensively. Into the right wing to Fritcher, top of the key to Kramer. Right corner to Reed, down low to Fritcher. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Treidel now over in the corner to Weber. Miscommunication there, but Treidel comes up with the pass. No harm done. Into the corner to Reed. 3-pointer from the corner on the way is good. Sarah Reed knocks down the 3-pointer from the right corner as the Wildcats extend their lead 28-2. 26-point lead here for Central City. Reagan trying to get to the cross half court. Picks up her dribble. Pass high up in the air. Picked up by Theory. Now over to Shares on the right wing. Double team comes. In a little bit of trouble. Bounce pass into the corner. Pass is tipped. Zoll gets it back. Double team comes. Pass is tipped again. Stolen away by Fritcher this time. So the Wildcats will have it as Reed. Kick ahead pass to Treidel. She retreats into the right wing. Top of the key to Kramer. Now onto the left wing to Weber. Into the corner to Reed. She's double teamed. Top of the key to Treidel. Her 3-pointer on the way is good. Emma Treidel with a big 3-pointer there from the top of the key. As the Wildcats pull ahead yet even farther, 31-2. As the Dons once again trying to break this ferocious full court press from the Wildcats. Pass is tipped, picked up by the Dons. They have it in the full court now. Shot is blocked away. Julia Theory thought she had a clear look at the rim, but Sarah Reed had other plans as she knocks that shot into the padding there along the wall. Dons will throw it in from underneath the basket. We've got a couple subs here for the Wildcats. Noonan and I believe Brooks just checked into the game. A couple subs for the Dons as well. Looks like Kramer and Treidel are the ones that came out for Central City. Inbounds pass goes into the corner to Schultz. Pass is stolen away by Weber, but she stepped on the line out of bounds. Going along the left sideline, stepped out of bounds. So that'll be a turnover there, but still nice defensive play by Weber. Just found herself a little too far over. Dons will get it back. Inbounds pass to Reagan in the backcourt, now crossing into the, or excuse me, in the front court, now crossing into the backcourt. Short corner there. Jumper on the way is good as Callie Tome knocks down the jumper from right about the free throw line. 31-4 our score. Reed has it. Now into the corner to Noonan. Picks up her dribble. Top of the key to Weber. Into the corner to Fritcher. She's double teamed right away. She loses it out of bounds. There was some contact, but no call. As the Dons will have it. Tome will throw it in. Inbounds pass goes to Reagan here. 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Wildcats applying the pressure defensively. Dons working in the half court. Pass is wild, off the mark, out of bounds. They say nobody touched it, so it's going to be Central City ball. As the pass from Tome was off the mark. So 2:10 to go here in the second. 31-4 lead for the Wildcats in this first round postseason matchup between the Dons and Central City. Into the corner to Reed. She's doubled. Left wing to Brooks. Inside to Fritcher. Looking around. Top of the key now to Weber. Into the corner to Reed. Pass is tipped. Picked up by Noonan. Bailey Weber 3-pointer on the way is no good, off the mark. Offensive rebound by Brooks. Her putback is no good, but she's fouled. So Briley will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul goes against Hannah Schultz. It's her second team foul, number 8. as Brooks will look to extend this Wildcat lead. They already hold a 31-4 lead, as it'll stay there for now as Brooks can't quite get that first one to go. Emma Treidle's going to check back into the game for the Wildcats as Bailey Weber will come out. As Brooks gets set to attempt her second free throw. Second shot on the way is good, so Brooks knocks down one of two. 32-4 our score. As the Dons again looking to break this full court pressure. Pass is tipped but picked up by the Dons. Tome's going to try to bring it across half court. She loses it. Nobody touches. That's going to be a turnover. And the Wildcats will have it again. As Julia Theory checked into the game for Don Bosco. Got a minute and a half to go here in the second quarter. Inbounds pass goes to Noonan. Crossing half court. Now right wing to Treidle. Top of the key to Brooks. Brooks gets it to Reed in the high post. Takes a couple dribbles. Nice pass inside to Brooks, and Briley finishes at the rim. Great find inside by Reed as Brooks was able to capitalize at the rim. 34-4 our lead. Wildcats hold a big 30-point advantage. Tome, some nice ball handling there. Gets it to Reagan. She's going to chuck a three-pointer. It's no good. Rebounded by Fritcher as Reed will bring it across half court. Into the corner to Treidle. Her three-pointer from the corner is no good, but she's pushed after the shot. Took a big hit there by Julia Theory of the Dons. It was after the shot, so on the floor. But the Dons are over the limit, so she'll go to the line for 1-1. That is Theory's third foul of the game. Team foul number 9. It's like Hannah Kramer checked in for the Wildcats here as Fritcher's going to go to the bench. And Emma Treidle will go to the line to shoot 1-1. First free throw on the way is good. As Emma Treidle knocks down her first, so 1-1. She gets the second now. Looks like Bailey Weber's coming into the game. Sarah Reed's going to check out. As Treidle gets set for her second free throw on the way. That one is good as well. She knocks down both. 36-4 lead for the Wildcats. Inbounds pass to number 51. Again, don't have her on my roster here, so not sure what her name is. She's making some nice dribbling moves here, crossing half court. Loses it. We've got a foul. It's going to go against Kramer, I believe, and I want to say that's her third. A little bit of foul trouble there, but hopefully nothing that'll be too consequential. Big lead for the Wildcats here. Inbounds pass goes into the corner to 51. Looking around, nice defense there by Kramer. Pass is loose, but Reagan does pick it up. Defensive pressure being applied by Weber. Screen, nice switch there as Brooks gets the coverage now. Inside pass, wide open look under the hoop by Schultz, and she knocks it through. Hannah Schultz gets the layup to go. Pass into the corner to Treidle. She loses the dribble, picks it up. Over to Kramer. She fakes the jumper inside to Brooks. Her shot is good off the glass. Briley Brooks having a fantastic first half as she gets that shot to go. 15 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 51 loses it again, but Reagan picks it up. She loses it. Pass is stolen away by Treidle. And they've got 5 seconds to try to get another shot up here. Noonan over to Weber. Out to Brooks. Briley Brooks, three-corner from the wing is no good off back iron. Rebounded by Reagan. And that is going to do it for half number 1. So 30 points scored by the Wildcats there in that second quarter. And through 16 minutes of play here from Central City, our score, Wildcats 38, Dons 6. So after a little bit of a slow quarter there offensively for the Wildcats to start the game, they really picked it up on the offensive end in that second quarter, scoring 30 points. They only allowed 2 points in the first quarter, and they didn't slow down much on the defensive side, allowing 4 in the second quarter. So they go into halftime with a lead 38-6. Great half there by the Wildcats. So some stuff I wanted to touch on here, but before the start of the game, unfortunately, as I mentioned, we had some technical difficulties. I think it was something to do with updating the software we used to bring in these games, but regardless, we got it figured out, so we're good to go now. But I wanted to touch on the postseason implications of this game because we are in the postseason now. This is a first-round matchup. As we move on to the quarterfinals, if we are able to pull out the win here tonight. And we will be playing again after this game. Looks like February 16th, next Tuesday. We'll be traveling, the Wildcats, if they are able to win. So the winner of this game will be traveling to Turkey Valley, and they will take on either the Turkey Valley Trojans or the Dunkerton Raiders. Those two teams are matching up tonight as well over in Jackson Junction. So the Wildcats will take on the winner of that game. Other teams in this regional bracket, we've got St. Ansgar, Wapsie Valley, Janesville, Nashua Plainfield, Tripola, Central Elkader, West Central, Riceville, Key, East Buchanan, and Edgewood Colesburg. So a few Tri-Rivers teams here in this bracket, and some other teams that the Wildcats have played out of conference. Both East Buck and Edgewood Colesburg, teams the Wildcats met up with twice, as they're both in the Tri-Rivers West. I believe they swept both of them, if I'm not mistaken. That's how it looks. They beat Edgewood Colesburg and Edgewood 53-45, and in Central City 53-23. Against East Buchanan in Central City, they won it 39-35. And then in Winthrop, they won it 42-34. Those are the only other two Tri-Rivers West teams, or Tri-Rivers teams, period, I believe. I don't think there's any from the East either. But there are a couple teams the Wildcats met up with in non-conference games. The Central Elkader Warriors are in this bracket. They're playing West Central tonight in Elkader. Wildcats met them early on in the year in game number 2 here in Central City. They won that matchup 48-36. And then also the Dunkerton Raiders. The Wildcats will play next week on Tuesday if they're able to defeat the Turkey Valley Trojans. Again, that game in Jackson Junction, hosted by Turkey Valley. Wildcats matched up with the Raiders in Dunkerton, and the game Central City was able to win 52-31. So the Wildcats have had good success against the teams in this bracket they've played this season. So we'll see what the Wildcats can do in this postseason bracket as they look to try to make a run as far as they can. Looking at how this bracket is matched up. So tonight we've got Wapsie Valley taking on Janesville. And the winner of that one will play St. Ansgar, who's looks like St. Ansgar must be the 1 seed. Must be a pretty good basketball team over there in St. Ansgar this year, as they got the 1 seed. So the winner of Wapsie Valley Janesville will travel to St. Ansgar, who again is the one team that doesn't have to play a game tonight. So they'll certainly be well rested. And then also Nashua Plainfield hosting Tripola tonight. And then they will host, the winner of that one will play in Nashua Plainfield against Central Elkader and West Central, playing tonight in Elkader. Again, the Wildcats here tonight in Central City hosting the Don Bosco Dons. If they are able to hang on and win this one, they will travel to Turkey Valley next Tuesday, February 16th at 7 o'clock, and they will play either Turkey Valley or Dunkerton. And then the last matchup, Riceville hosting Key. We've also got East Buchanan hosting Edgewood Colesburg. The winner of those two matchups will match up next Tuesday in Riceville. And if the Wildcats are able to advance to the semifinals, they will play one of these 4 teams, Riceville, Key, East Buchanan, or Edgewood Colesburg. Kind of a little look at how that bracket is matching up so far. Got a ways to go yet, just a first round matchup. The Wildcats had a good first half there, 38-6 lead, as they'll look to keep up the pace and keep things going here in half number 2. Both teams have emerged from the locker rooms now. Wildcats on the basket to my left, getting some shots up before they start half number 2. Don's doing the same to my right. As just checking in, it is a really good St. Ansgar ball club this year. They're 19-1 on the season. They've had most of their games have been dominant wins. do have one loss. They lost to Osage 50-49. So they weren't perfect this year, but they were pretty close. Osage looks like a 2-loss team. So definitely some quality teams in this bracket, but the Wildcats, they've shown this year when they are playing their best basketball, they are hard to beat. They didn't play their best basketball there in that first quarter, and it was only a 6-point game going into the second. But they were playing just about their best basketball there in that second quarter, which is what enabled them to this big 38-6 lead here at halftime. So we'll look for more of the same from the Wildcats for half number 2. As again, if they are able to win this one, they will travel to Turkey Valley this coming Tuesday, February 16th. They will play at 7 p.m. against either Turkey Valley or Dunkerton. Those two teams also playing tonight. That one being in Jackson Junction. So we've got about 3 minutes here before we get things going for half number 2. So if you're just tuning in or haven't tuned in the whole time, I'm David Warrington coming to you from Central City High School. This is a Region 3 first round playoff matchup between the Don Bosco Dons and the Central City Wildcats. Wildcats had a really nice second quarter there, outscoring the Dons 30-4 and taking a 38-6 lead into the half. So just 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go here before we get things underway in half number 2. As again, both teams getting some shots up before we get things going for the third quarter. So under 2 minutes now as the referees come out of their locker room and back onto the floor. Just a minute and a half away from half number 2 as the Dons starting to head back over to their bench. Haven't really gotten a chance to touch on it yet, what the two teams are wearing. The Dons wearing their blue road uniforms with white and gold trim down the sides. Wildcats in their home whites. They've got the black trim on those uniforms. Also, a shout out to coaches for these two teams, also getting to get a chance to do that. Assistant coach for the Dons is Lisa Ettringer. Head coach is Tim Zabel. Assistant coach for the Wildcats is Lisa Reed, and head coach is Henry Martinson. So under a minute to go now until we start half number 2. Both teams back on their benches. Coach Martinson giving the Wildcats some last minute advice as we get set for half number 2. It looks like the Dons will get it first. Possession arrow pointing in favor of Don Bosco. So the Dons will get the first crack at things here for half number 2. As the clock continuing to roll down now to about 30 seconds and counting. Don Bosco breaks their huddle, coming out onto the floor to start half number 2. Wildcats about to do the same. Looks like the Wildcats are going to go with the same 5 that started the game. It's going to be Noonan, Reed, Brooks, Treidel, and Fritcher. As Don Bosco will get the first crack at things. Looks like Reagan's going to throw it in for the Dons. And Zoll will take it up off the inbounds pass as we are set to go here for half number 2. Ball is inbound, and we're underway for the third quarter as Zoll has it top of the key, dribbling to her left now, over to the left wing. Short corner, shot on the way is no good, off the mark. Shot by Shares is rebounded by Reed. Crossing half court, bounce pass to Brooks on the right wing, top of the key to Noonan. Attacking the hoop, now over to Reed in the corner. Sarah Reed, three-pointer is no good, off back iron. Long rebound is picked up by Emma Fritcher. Attacking the hoop, stops, gets it up, no good, a little too strong there, rebounded by Theory of the Dons, as Zoll will bring it up. So both teams miss on their first attempts of the second half. Zoll over to Shares, into the corner now to Theory. Short corner to Reagan. Back to Reagan now. Her jumper on the way is too long. No good. Rebounded by Treidel. She's going to give it over to Reed. Sarah Reed, kick ahead pass to Brooks, right wing, looking to get downhill. Picks it up, now looking for somewhere to go with it. In a little bit of trouble there. Gets it into Fritcher. Now back to Brooks, attacking the hoop. She puts it up. It's no good. Ball's loose, picked up by the Dons, as Zoll will bring it the other way. Just over a minute in here in half number 2 as the Dons have it. High post, 51, in some trouble there. She's going to be fouled. As it got a hold there on the inside. That is going to go against Natalie Noonan. Her first team foul number 1 as Reagan will throw it in. Don's running the play here, but nothing there. Just throws it in to Shares, top of the key. Now high post. Pass is tipped. Reagan saves it from going out of bounds. Ball's tipped again and stolen away this time. Fritcher comes up with it as Reed kick ahead across half court to Treidel as it left wing. Now dribbling it up, top of the key to Fritcher. Just one step inside the three-point line, dribbling up a little farther rather inside. Now Reed has it on the left wing, dribbling over, gives it to Treidel. Emma Treidel, three-pointer is no good, too strong, rebounded by Fritcher. She goes back up with it, and her putback attempt is good, as Emma Fritcher able to get it to go off the offensive rebound. 40-6 our score as the Wildcats are on the board for the first time in this second half. Zoll attacking the hoop, loses it, but we're going to get a foul there. I think they're going to get Treidel for it on the floor. Fritcher had the steal, but they called a foul beforehand. Is going to go against Emma Treidel. That's her second, team foul number 2. As Callie Tome is going to check in for the Dons. First sub for either side so far this half. Somebody's going to have to come out here for the Dons. They've got 6. Now Reagan's going to go to the bench. As Zoll will throw it in. 5:57 to go in the third. Inbounds pass, dangerous, picked up by the Dons. Now Wild three-pointer on the way, no good off the back iron. Rebound picked up by the Dons. Putback attempts no good. Rebounded there by Reed. As Sarah will bring it across half court. Long skip past to Noonan. It's loose. It's going to go out of bounds, I believe, off the Dons, and they do give that indication. So it'll stay down here with the Wildcats. So Reed's going to throw it in. The Wildcats in a box set. Reed gets it into Noonan on the left wing. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Top of the key to Brooks. Now Reed. Sarah Reed, three-pointer on the way is no good. Off back iron. Rebounded by 51. It's going to go out of bounds. They stay off the Wildcats, so the Dons will get it. 5.5 to go here in the third. 40-6 our score as the Wildcats get back into a full court press. Dons trying to break this full court pressure being applied by the Wildcats. Tome is able to cross half court, and she takes the contact. Wildcats called for a foul there. They're going to get Brooks. That's her second, team foul number 3. Tome will throw it in, gets it into the backcourt to Zoll, who brings it into the front court. Bounce pass to Tome, who's in some trouble. Now gets it over to 51 off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Fritcher, who gets it over to Reed. Skip across, half court pass over to Brooks. Has a right wing, top of the key to Reed. Passes almost out of bounds. Nice save there by Noonan. Fritcher comes up with it. Looks like they're going to get Fritcher for a double dribble there. I didn't see what the action was that caused it, but turnover there as we're going to have a couple subs. Hannah Kramer and Bailey Weber checking in for the first time this half as Treidel and Noonan will come out. Dons get to Shares, who's going to try to cross half court. Now back behind her to Tome. Skip pass is tipped. Ball's loose, picked up by Shares. Over to 51. Now open three-pointer on the way is no good by Shares. Offensive rebound, but a nice job there by Kramer. Just stole the ball away from Callie Tome. Long down court pass to Weber. She's able to finish with her offhand. Puts the layup up and through with her left. Wildcats lead at 42-6. As Tome has it now, guarded by Weber in the full court. Skip pass across half court, over to Shares. Now she gets it back to Zoll. Zoll over to Tome now. Good pressure being applied by the Wildcats into the corner to Theory. Top of the key, three-pointer on the way is no good, a little too short. Offensive rebound, put back is no good. And Reed pulls down the defensive rebound for the Wildcats. 3:50 to go here in the third, 42-6 lead as we get it short corner to Brooks. Pass off the mark, but picked up by Bailey Weber. Skip pass over to Kramer on the left wing. Into the corner to Reed. She gets it back to Kramer. Gets it over to Weber, now right wing. And then over to Brooks, now back to Weber. Weber, top of the key, three-pointer on the way is no good. Offensive rebound by Fritcher. She loses it. Picked up by Tome as the Dons look to set up the offense in the half court. Over to Zoll. Now inside, high post to 51. Over into the short corner. Now Zoll has it again. Attacking the hoop. Passes nearly out of bounds, but saved. Zoll looking to get downhill. Now gets it over to Theory. Into the corner to Tome. Inside, shot on the way is no good. Off the mark by Shares. Ball's loose. We got a foul here. We'll see who they got on it. I think they got Weber trying to get the rebound. Foul is going to go against Bailey Weber, as Reagan and Schultz are going to check back in for the Dons. That's Bailey's first foul of the night, team foul number 4. As inbounds pass goes to Zoll. Dons still have it here in the half court. 2:45 to go in the third quarter. Reagan looking to get downhill, now into the corner. Three-pointer on the way from Tome. That one's off the mark, no good. Rebound picked up by Zoll. We got a foul there on Kramer. I believe that's her 4th. Wildcats just haven't been able to get the rebound here. They've given up several offensive rebounds this possession. Natalie Noonan's going to check in as Hannah Kramer will exit the game. She does have 4 fouls. That was team foul number 5. Dons have not been whistled for a foul yet in this second half. Inbounds pass goes into the corner to Theory. Right wing to Reagan, now back into the corner. Three-pointer on the way is no good, but she's fouled as Zoll took the contact on the three-point attempt from the right corner. And she will go to the line for 3. They got Brooks on the foul. That is her 3rd, team foul number 6. Zoll's first free throw on the way. That one is good. So 42-8 our score. 2:07 to go in the third. Second free throw on the way. That one is good as well. So she made her first 2. She will get one more. So it was a 3-point attempt when she was fouled. Third and final free throw attempt on the way. That one is good as well. So she knocks down all 3. Brooke Zoll knocks down the free throws. 42-9 our score as Noonan bringing to the cross half court. Right wing to Brooks. Passes tip, but Weber comes up with it, top of the key. Now back to Brooks on the right wing. Attacking to her left. Bounce pass over to Weber. Bailey Weber, long 2 on the way. It's good. Nice jumper there by Bailey Weber. Had her feet in the line, so it's just 2, but a nice jumper nonetheless. Theory over to Tome. Now in the hands of Schultz, looking to get to the cross half court. Across half court passes, tipped and stolen away by Reed. Noonan brings it across half court now, trying to get to the rim. Attacking, puts it up. It's no good. No contact there. Or no foul on the contact, I should say. There's definitely some contact. Skip pass down court. Over to Tome. As she gets it over top of the key to Zoll. Now on the right wing, left wing to Reagan. She gets it into the short corner to Schultz. Theory. 3-point attempt on the way from Reagan. That's no good. Off back iron. Off the glass. Long offensive rebound near half court, picked up by Zoll. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter as Reagan has the top of the key guarded by Brooks. Zoll attacking the hoop. Her shot's no good, but a foul's called. So now the foul matchup is 7-0. The Wildcats have 7 team fouls. The Dons don't have any. Foul goes against Fritcher. That's her first, again, team foul number 7. So the Wildcats over the limit here with 51 seconds to go in the third. Zoll's first free throw attempt is good. She'll get one more as Emma Treidel is going to re-enter the game for the Wildcats. Bailey Weber will come out. A couple subs for the Dons as well. as Zoll gets set for her second free throw attempt. 44-10 our score with 51 seconds to go in the third. Second free throw attempt on the way is short, no good. Offensive rebound pulled down by the Dons. No good, they get it back, and it's rebounded again there by Treidel. Reed, kick ahead pass to Brooks. Has it on the right wing because of her dribble. Now short corner to Fritcher. Double team comes. She's going to bring it out to the perimeter. Over to Treidel on the left wing. Now Brooks. Briley Brooks, three-pointer is no good. Almost had it, but just off the mark. Back to Brooks. She's going to fake the three, now attacking. Picks it up top of the key to Reed. Sarah Reed, three-pointer is good. Sarah Reed, her third three-pointer of the game. As the Wildcats lead at 47-10 here. 15 seconds to go in the third. The Dons trying to break this half-court pressure. They're running out of time here in the third quarter. 10 seconds on the clock. So we're going to get a traveling violation. This looks like we got running clock here is 47-10. We have gone over the 35-point barrier. So that is going to bring us to the end of three. Through 3 quarters of play here from Central City, our score, Wildcats 47, Dons 10. So I've got this quarter break. I'll go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank is a financially strong community bank. Invested partnerships help their customers achieve what's next for their financial dreams. Next Bank has 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So just 8 minutes to go here in the fourth and final quarter. Wildcats lead at 47-10. They are leading by 37, so we will have running clock for the entirety of our fourth quarter. Unless the Dons get within, I want to say it's 25 to stop the running clock, but not 100% sure on that. We've got Fritcher, Weber, Reed, Kramer, and Lacey Hennick into the game for the first time tonight here, starting our second half. Inbounds pass goes to Weber as the Wildcats will have it first, and we are underway in the fourth and final quarter. Reed has it in the corner, now over to Kramer. Down low to Weber. She tries to get it inside to Hennick. It's tipped, nearly stolen away, but the Dons can't quite secure it. Theory nearly had it there, but can't quite secure it as Reed will throw it in from underneath the basket. Gets it into Kramer on the right wing. Back to Reed. Sarah Reed, three-pointer from the corner is good. Sarah Reed's been shooting the three ball well tonight. She usually opts for the mid-range jumper more than the three, but she can certainly knock down the three as well. She's proven so tonight. Into the corner now. As ball's loose, stolen away by Fritcher. Fritcher crossing half court. Over to Weber. Shot on the way is no good. Rebounded by the Dons as they'll bring it across half court. Pass is tipped again. Another steal there as Weber's tripped up to the ground. Looks like they're going to get, I think that's Zoll for the foul. Emma Treidel and Briley Brooks in for the Wildcats as Reed and Fritcher will exit the game. That was Zoll's second foul, team foul number 1 against the Dons. As Weber crossing half court. Into the right wing to Brooks. Now going top of the key, uses the screen from Kramer. Over to Treidel into the corner to Weber. Double team comes, she gets the top of the key to Treidel. Now Kramer has it. Pass is stolen away. Theory comes up with it. Zoll crossing half court with it for the Dons. Fakes the pass, now top of the key to Cucker, who's in for the first time. Pass to Theory, now back to Zoll. Her mid-range jumper on the way is no good off front of the rim, rebounded by Brooks. Pass ahead to Weber, 2-on-1 fast break. Pass it over to Hennick. Lacey Hennick finishes at the rim. Just checked into the game for the first time tonight here to start the quarter, and she gets a bucket there off the assist from Weber. As the Wildcats lead at 52-10 here. 5:45 to go in the game. Shot on the way, no good by Zoll. Offensive rebound picked up by the Dons. That was Theory that was able to get the putback jumper to go, or putback layup, I should say. As a 52-12 is our score. 5.5 to play in the fourth. Weber over to Brooks on the right wing. Now back to Treidel, and she gets it over to Kramer. Kramer dribbling to the top of the key, nearly loses it, has it poked, but keeps the ball. Now tries to get inside. A lot of contact there. Late on the call. I didn't think they were going to call anything there, but they do make the call as Treidel is pushed to the ground. Foul went against Zoll, her third, team foul number 2, as Lucy Smith and Belle Witzer into the game for the first time tonight. As Treidel and Brooks will come out. Wildcats getting some of the players that don't usually play in the regular varsity minutes, getting them some time here in postseason, which is always fun to see. Hennick has it in the right corner. Gets it into Smith, short corner. Bounce pass inside to Whitson. Out to Weber. Bailey Weber, three-pointer from the wing is no good off front of the rim. Rebounded by Reagan. As Madeline Reagan will bring it up for the Dons. Guarded by Weber as she crosses half court. Now top of the key to Zoll, standing at the volleyball line into the corner. Three-pointer on the way is no good. Offensive rebound there by the Dons. Theory can't get it to go. Jump shot no good there by Zoll as Whitson comes up with it. Gets it over to Kramer. And now she gets it over to Weber. 4:10 to go here in the fourth. 52-12 our score. Hennick has it on the right wing. Gets it inside to Weber. Nice pass there by Lacey as Hennick can't quite get the layup to go, or the jumper to go. As the Dons coming the other way with it now. Out to Reagan. She thinks about a three-pointer. Now dribbling up top of the key. Picks it up. Over to Cucker. She loses it. Ball stolen away by Weber. Fast break. Bailey Weber attacking the hoop. She's going to go all the way. She can't get it to go. Kramer follows, gets the offensive rebound. She can't get it to go. Good fight. Whitson comes up with it. Her shot's blocked. Ball's tipped out by the Dons. Weber's going to pick it up. It was tipped, so she picks it up near the Dons basket, but because it was tipped, no over and back call. As Kramer picks up her dribble. Now over to Weber. Needs to take a break, catch her breath. She's been running all over the place. Hustling all over the floor. Now she gets it over to Hennick. Has it on the volleyball line. Into the corner to Kramer. Inside to Smith. Out to Weber. Bailey Weber, three-pointer from the wing. That one's good. Bailey Weber took a little break there to catch her breath. Did dividends there. She knocks down the three-point basket. And we've got a timeout on the floor here. Don Bosco calling a 30-second timeout. Looks like they're going to try to get some subs in. With 3:02 remaining in the fourth quarter, our score, Central City 55, Don Bosco 12. As both teams will stay on their feet. Just a quick 30-second timeout. As they'll talk things over here quickly with just a few minutes remaining in this game. Wildcats come out of their timeout. They're going to stay with the same group. It's Hennick, Kramer, Weber, Smith, and Whitson on the floor. Inbounds pass to Reagan. She crosses half court. Double team comes, gets it over to Shares. Top of the key. Reagan, three-pointer on the way is no good off back iron. Rebounded by the Dons. Putback attempt no good. Another offensive rebound. We've got a foul inside. It's going to be a 1-and-1, so the clock will stop for that. Looks like it's going to be Lexi Hennick checking in for the first time tonight. Hannah Kramer will come out. That was her fifth foul, so Kramer fouled out there. Team foul number 8 as number 51. Her first free throw, no good. It was a 1-and-1, so she will not get another. It didn't touch the rim either, so Wildcats will have to throw it in from underneath the Dons basket. Inbounds pass goes to Weber. Dons trying to pressure in the full court here as Weber slows it down, gets it across half court. Now over to Lexi Hennick. Pass is tipped, but Lexi gets it back. Lexi's pass is stolen away by Shares, but Whitson, nice play there from behind to take it away. She gets it over to Weber, crossing half court. Not in any big hurry here. Big lead for the Wildcats, 55-12. Now over to Lexi on the left wing. She's going to take a three. It's going to be short. Just touched the front of the rim. Ball's fought for. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Dons, so they'll get it. Zoll is going to re-enter the game now for Don Bosco. It's going to be Reagan coming out. 2 minutes and counting to go here in the fourth. 55-12 lead for the Wildcats. There's another sub for the Dons. Julia Theory is going to re-enter the game as Hannah Schultz will come out. Inbounds pass is going to go to Zoll. She'll bring it up for the Dons. 1:40 to go in the game. Guarded by Weber. Bounce pass on the high post. Now over in the corner. Three-point attempt on the way is way too long. Off the backboard. Lexi Hennick running in transition. She picks it up. Tries to get it to Weber. She threads the needle there. She does get inside to Weber. She kicks it out to Lacey Hennick. She gets it inside to Lucy Smith. And Lucy Smith knocks down the layup inside. Nice finish there on the inside by Lucy as she gets the basket to go. 57-12 our score. 1:15 to play. Shares has it in the corner. Gets it in the high post. Now back to Shares, attacking the hoop. Stops, loses it. Smith comes up with the steal. Weber, she's going to slow it down a little bit. 1 minute to go here in the fourth. Skips it over to Lexi Hennick. Takes one dribble, now inside to Smith. Top of the key to Weber. Dribbling right, now to Whitson in the short corner. Thinks about a mid-range jumper. Thinks for a different option. Now gives it to Weber. Bailey Weber with a nice pull-up jumper there as she gets to fall. 59-12 our score. 40 seconds and counting. 35 seconds and counting now. Dons' three-point attempt on the way is off the mark. Saved by the Dons, but right into the hands of Smith as Martinson's going to call a timeout here just for subs as Ellie Lentz is going to enter the game. Don't believe she's played. I don't think I've seen her at all this season, so exciting moment here for Ellie getting into the game. Lacey Hennick will throw it in to her little sister Lexi Hennick as we've got 23 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter here. 59-12 lead for the Wildcats. Lexi uses the screen from Whitson over to Lentz. Attacking the hoop, loses it. Nice hustle there to get on the floor. We got a jump ball. It's going to favor the Wildcats. 10 seconds left. We're probably not going to get it. Another inbounds pass here as we are on the running clock. They're going to hustle to try to get another shot up. Whitson to throw it in, but it's not going to be quick enough as that's going to do it. Our final score in this Region 3 first round matchup, Central City 59, Don Bosco 12. So a slow start for the Wildcats, 8-2 after 1 quarter of play, but they really picked it up as the game went along, and they come out on top with a big win, 59-12, as they'll get ready for a matchup in Jackson Junction next week on Tuesday, 7 o'clock against either Turkey Valley or Dunkerton. Trying to find some updates on that game. Don't think it's gone final yet, so definitely be on the lookout to see who they'll be matching up against. But that is going to do it from Central City here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Again, our final score, Central City 59, Don Bosco 12. Wildcats with a strong win over the Dons as they will survive and advance. That's the motto here in the postseason. Got to just survive and advance to the next one. They are able to do that quite handily tonight, getting a big win over the Dons. Once again, they will be playing again Tuesday in Jackson Junction at Turkey Valley High School against either the Turkey Valley Trojans or the Dunkerton Raiders. Don't think that game's gone final yet, but certainly be on the lookout for updates there. But again, that's going to do it for me tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm David Warrington. Thank you very much for listening in. Thank you for bearing with me earlier tonight with those technical issues. Apologies for that. We'll try to make sure that's figured out for next time so we don't have those issues. But again, thanks for bearing with me with that. And until next time, thank you and go Cats.